So I found Annie just as an ad popped up in my Instagram. And then I looked her up, and what she was promising sounded really interesting and promising. So I just got in touch with her. I did an intro call with her, and then I was really, really impressed. So that was the beginning of the story. And what, as a family, we were struggling with was time management, because Dhruva is heavily involved in extracurriculars. He's a competitive dancer. He plays basketball and also plays drums. So he runs around a lot after school. So it's important that, when he does his schoolwork and is preparing for his tests and working on his projects, that, he does it in the best way possible so he can utilize his time to the most. So that's something that I really got a lot of help from Annie. So she helped Dhruva learn different strategies that would not only make him utilize his time better, but also would make him learn better. So it was like, time management, learning strategies where he would, put in place certain processes where he'll learn better in terms of putting them into the long-term memory than short-term memory, and running that way. And talking about the difference between, before and after for Dhruva has been tremendous. His confidence levels have improved a ton. He is much more focused person now. I don't need to prod him so much to go do his work or, prod him to hey, when is this due? When is that due? And, you have to go do it. So that's been a major difference. Plus, he's also able to dig in more in depth, do more research for his learning and really learn for good. So that made a lot of difference for us. And as a mother, it really took off a lot of stress from my shoulders. Now that I see him become more independent and more, doing his own stuff, managing his own stuff, and I'm not too much worried about him.
So, in the fourth quarter in school, the last quarter, I used many different strategies and stuff and tactics she told me to use. So one of the strategies was using my planner. Mm-hmm. So I wrote down all my assignments and tests and stuff. So that really helped me organize the things coming up for me, and it helped me get on top of them. And another thing was the Pomodoro. So it's a timer. Yeah. It helped me get my work done really fast, and I was more focused. I was in that hyper focus mode, and it was a really effective strategy for me to get my stuff done. Because I learned all these different strategies for my academics, I'm doing other stuff easily, my drums and dance. I have more time for that too. Yeah, because I get my work done much faster.
I kept telling Annie that these kind of strategies have to be taught in all the schools, because these concepts and these tools are most important because they tell you not what to learn but how to learn. Yep. So that has made a huge difference in at how my son started looking at things. For example, Annie taught Dhruva the Feynman method, where he learns to be proficient enough to teach somebody else. Yep. So that was a big leap because initially we saw that he was browsing through very superficially through the concepts for his tests, and he got good grades too with that. But then he did not have the depth to, jump deeper, do more research, or be confident to talk about it. So this tool or this method really helped him a lot, dig deeper and learn more in depth, given any topic. Absolutely. So that was one of the really important pieces, I would say, but also the using of the Pomodoro, which sent him into that hyper-focused mode when he was working, also made a lot of difference, because now he was spending only 20 minutes on an assignment that he would previously spend 50 minutes or even 60 minutes. So that was a huge difference. One more thing we both would like to say about Annie, definitely Nico, is she is an amazing woman to work with. amazing coach to Dhruva. I mean, the way she went above and beyond to help us, because it was the last quarter for Dhruva when we signed up with Annie. He was just finishing up the third quarter and jumping into the fourth quarter. It was very important that it was his first high school year, and she helped us in a way that I did not even imagine. The way that she took initiative and went really above and beyond. We as a family are really grateful to her.